We're going.
Hey there, and welcome to... I forgot what it's called.
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesdays. Yeah, okay, you guys gotta remind me sometime. Taco Tuesdays, the talk show that we have... What was it?
Every Tuesday at 2.
Tuesdays at 2, of course.
Hasn't been that long.
I don't think so. I'm just playing tomfooleries on you. Thanks for joining us this week like you do every week. I'm Vincent, Beanson's Narciso, just in case you don't join us every week and you don't already
Aaron.
know.
Ew, hold on. I'm forgetting now.
No, you're good. That was it. AOI.
Aaron, Ayo, you Wonko.
Oh, and Wonko. You forgot the...
Yeah.
Forgot that Wonko. And it's Marijo.
Hi.
Confessions 15.
No, that's not my
Confessions
YouTube.
15.
That's
Oh,
What
what's
is
your
it?
YouTube? Super
Super
Wopow?
Wopow.
Super Wopow.
Super Wopow.
Marijo, Super Wopow back on the Taco Tuesdays.
Yeah, we've missed her for a couple weeks here now.
Yep.
But we gave Darian the boot for a little bit. He was getting a little too cocky in the last
The last episode.
yeah,
Cards
with
Against
the
Humanity.
cards. Yeah, we weren't liking that, so we got to give him let him cool down for a little bit for a couple episodes. And
We're totally kidding, by the way.
Bring Mary Jo into the mix, or are
And-
we? Or are we?
Right.
Just Jomar.
Just Joe Moore.
But anyways,
Last but not least.
we got definitely not least. No
Not
pun
least.
intended. I'm sorry, Jomar. I'm rude
It's okay.
sometimes.
Yes, you are.
Why you gotta be so rude? Anyways, the topic today is one that I am not aware of, but I hope it's a good
I
one.
don't even know the topic.
Yeah, I mean we had a couple going around, but we didn't really decide on one quite yet. I don't think so, did we?
I don't think so.
Nah.
If I had
What do you want to talk about, Mary Jo?
Talk about anything.
LGBT.
Well, what was the survival? That was one of the first.
Survival.
I think that was actually the first one that we thought of, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's just talk about that since that was the first one that we came up
Alrighty.
with.
Survival.
Survival of the fittest, or just survival. in
Survival,
general?
period.
Like
Yeah.
survivalists.
Yeah, survival, yeah.
Let's just talk about survival.
Like
Okay,
man versus wild,
in general.
You
Okay, man versus wild.
know?
Yeah, now that's survival. Like
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
that's the literal definition of a survivalist.
On
Man-
Discovery Channel.
Yeah, man versus wild.
Let me-
That's
let me ask
not a
you-
sponsorship,
let me
by
ask-
the way, not a
No,
plug.
no.
Let me ask you guys this: if you were dropped off in the wild by yourself, naked, have you seen that show?
Great.
Oh.
Naked and
Naked
and
and-
afraid,
Great.
or something like that.
No.
If you're dropped alone, dropped by yourself in the wild, naked, like with nothing on you, do you think you'd be able to survive?
Most definitely.
Yes.
No.
Most definitely. Maybe not an extended period of time,
Well,
but I will
let's-
most
let's
definitely
put it this way.
survive.
You gotta survive for 3 days.
3 days
I
is
could
cake.
do that, yup.
3 days is cake for me. Depending, okay, in the middle of an Amazon jungle, maybe not 3 days. But if you, what's your definition of the middle of nowhere? Are we, you
Give
know,
us,
it
give
depends.
us an area.
deserted
yeah.
island.
Yeah.
I
Like
don't know,
a real
just the
scenario.
wilderness.
The wilderness, yeah, I could do 3 days. I could do 3 days.
Okay, well, let's say the jungle. You're
Jungle,
in the
that's
jungle.
Jungle's a lot. I'd be confident. I'd say that I could do 3 days, but it'd definitely be a lot more
What
difficult.
do you think would be your max?
In a jungle?
Yeah,
3 days.
3 days.
Most
Just
definitely.
3 days.
Yeah, because jungles are gnarly.
Mm-hmm.
They are, they are.
Jungles-
There's a lot
Yeah,
of
like
stuff in
jungle
there.
cats.
Yeah,
jungle
not
bugs,
not only
insects.
not only that, but the climate, the
Yeah.
you know, just the weather.
Raining,
Uh-huh.
sunny,
Yeah.
hot. It's
Constant
freaking
humidity. Can't get a fire started. Everything's
Oh,
wet.
yeah. That's
Everything's
true.
wet.
That is so true.
You
So
watch Man vs. Wild?
apparently not. Apparently not.
Come on.
Sometimes.
Have you ever seen any of those survival
I've
shows?
seen a couple of
Naked
them.
and Afraid is the one you named.
But I haven't
Of course
seen
you
it.
like the naked
But I
ones.
haven't seen it. I've just heard about it.
There's
I've
also-
seen like the trailers and stuff like that.
Right.
But I've never actually watched the episodes.
And why is that? Just not interesting enough?
I just don't watch a lot of TV. That's just,
True.
you know.
There's
True.
also dual survival. Have you
Oh
ever
yeah,
I've
that?
seen it. I've seen
That
that.
one's, that
I've
one's
seen a
cool.
couple
They're
episodes.
pretty
Yeah.
crazy on that.
They
Yeah,
are. They're
most
pretty
definitely.
intense, and they have like opposite characteristics, so they'd have to learn how to work together.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like so cool because they have different minds, so they can help each other out.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of odd, like that show, because if it were in natural, like nature, like if we were back in a time before society's evolved to what it's become, and we're all just like animals living on a plane, you know,
Mhm.
do you think two different mindsets would be able to collaborate like that? I don't think so. I think they'd fight it
I
out.
don't think so. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
right? And that's kind of weird now that we've kind of evolved as a species that now we can compromise.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's the word you used, but yeah, that's kind of weird to think about.
It is.
No one can elaborate on that. No one. No. What about you, Aaron? Could you survive 3 days?
in the wilderness or the jungle,
Yeah, let's say not jungle. Let's say like a forest.
a forest.
Yeah.
I believe I can.
So there's still
I'm
like
pretty confident in myself.
yeah, there's still like wolves. You know, maybe a bear.
Yeah, I mean, that's when it gets a little iffy when you're facing animals.
Yeah, right.
Especially when you're not like,
Okay.
around animals a lot.
Okay, here's a question for everyone. You're in the wilderness surviving. You get confronted by an animal. Fight or flight.
Fight. Or, no,
Fight
I
or
just stand
flight.
there.
I think it depends on what they're doing.
And no matter what animal too.
Is the animal provoking you in any way, or is it just
Confronting you.
there? It's confronting you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's say it's a bear, twice your
You
size.
just stand still.
So not a
honestly.
full grown bear, just twice your size.
And we're in the forest.
We're in the forest. He's about, let's say, 10 feet away. He comes out of the bushes, stops, and just dead eye contact. What do? Do you run?
I'm gonna
Do you-
run.
Now I heard you shouldn't run from animals.
No,
You
the
shouldn't run from
is gonna
animals.
attack you.
And I know bears are freaking fast.
Yeah.
So why would
dude.
you run?
Because I think I have a
You
what is
say
that? What is
bolt
that
now?
called? I think I could juke them out.
Okay.
And
Okay,
there,
yeah,
there's the
true.
fact that there's trees. You know,
Right.
I could hide behind things, run past it and stuff like that.
I've heard this theory that if you're ever getting chased by an alligator or a crocodile, then you should run like in a serpentine pattern.
Okay, yeah.
Because their bodies are so long and
Yeah.
their legs are so short, they're not
Yeah.
going to be able to
And
keep up
that's
with you.
exactly what I would do.
Yeah.
You know, just run in like.
But I don't know how well
zigzags
that
or
would
something.
work with a bear.
How if they had a pack with them around? That's how you gonna run.
Ooh, yeah. Like it's a pack
They're
of
all
bears.
spread it out.
A pack of bears. In which case, there's no choice.
Yeah.
You'd have to fight. Okay.
No, well, if you fight, you're dead.
How about this?
Yeah.
How many wolves do you think you could take on in a fight?
Okay, see if it's a wolf, I'm
You-
gonna fight.
You have two.
Heck
You have
yeah.
you have two knives. What's the biggest pack you could take on with two knives?
I'm gonna say 4.
Ooh.
I don't know why.
Four's a
I'm
good
just
number.
thinking 4.
Yeah. Because you
don't know
gotta
why.
think they're. I don't know. I'm not too sure about how
Pretty
wolves.
strong.
Yeah, they're definitely strong, but the thing is, I'm not too sure about how they fight in packs because I've only ever seen it in movies.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Well, the way I look at it is one's gonna be biting on one leg, one on another leg, one on my arm, and one's just gonna be freaking fighting.
See, but when you're confronted, would they all leap at the same time, or would it be like in the movies?
It's gonna be
like
one
one
by-
goes and then one goes, and then.
I think it's gonna be like one's gonna jump in and another one's gonna jump in.
It's gonna follow. Follow.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
It's not gonna be all at the same time, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they're all gonna be attacking you at once at some point.
But
Yeah.
you, okay, but if you're confronted by a wolf, you definitely fight it.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're not gonna run away from a wolf,
Yeah, a wolf's not.
especially a pack.
Yeah, you can't outrun a wolf.
Yeah,
They're more
that's
agile.
true.
That's what I was trying to
Like,
get.
have you seen Twilight?
Bears aren't that
Come on
agile.
now.
True, true. If you're a fish swimming upstream, then a bear's pretty agile.
Yeah.
But okay, I see what you're getting at here.
Now I know you're not supposed to climb trees though, because
Right.
I think bears can climb trees.
Bears
right?
can climb,
Yeah.
so
It's crazy.
you did
Yeah.
not know that.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah,
When I heard the best thing. Well, I've actually heard a couple different rumors.
Yeah. There's a lot of good.
And
ones
you know
about
what's
bears.
weird is I've heard two complete opposite ones. I heard that one is that you're supposed to make yourself really big, like
Yeah.
you stretch yourself out as big as you can. And the other one I heard is you're supposed to make yourself really small, like fetal position, and don't move.
Really?
I heard that one from
I've never heard of that one.
Without a Paddle.
Okay.
You remember that movie?
Oh, I did.
You remember that movie?
they'll,
But
like,
didn't they
huddle
get
together.
attacked?
Yeah, didn't he like get cuddled or something, or like he like picked him up by his shirt?
Yeah.
And he
Oh,
brought
yeah.
him to his bear cubs.
hmm
Yeah, he never got attacked though.
Okay.
But is it true?
But the bear did interact with him.
Yeah, most definitely.
So the bear would probably think it's like its own baby or something.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily that he thinks it's his own baby, but just because, like, in the animal world, there's this association of dominance, you know, and the only time there's ever conflicts is when there's two
Yeah.
things trying to be the
Two alpha
dominance.
males.
Yeah, two alpha
Two
males.
dominance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when you give up your dominance, then I think it doesn't give them a reason to attack. You know, because animals aren't just vicious animals that attack.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
provoked.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
You know.
If let's say you were to be dropped off into the wild, who out of us would you choose to pick to bring with you?
You have to be naked.
Ooh.
You don't have to be naked.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry, I choose Aaron.
Yeah.
Why
dude.
is that?
I have asthma. I'd probably die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run out of my inhaler.
Why
and
would you
then-
pick me though?
Well, just because knowing me, I know I'd be doing a lot of running, and I wouldn't want to leave anyone behind. And I know you'd probably do the best of keeping up with me. You know? Because
I like
when
that.
I think about it, I think about Maze Runner. I watched that movie recently.
Oh, Midland was tight, dude.
Yeah, and that guy was so quick to leave his buddy. He was just like, nope, we gotta go.
No.
And just took off. Like, he's running too slow. We gotta go.
Uh-huh.
Like, I couldn't do that. I could not
Yeah.
do that. I need someone who's at least gonna have as much chance as me.
I can run. For
Not
like,
I'm saying you
2
guys aren't gonna have
minutes.
as much.
Oh, I'd probably die.
Yeah,
I'd-
most definitely.
I'd probably die.
Honestly, I think I'd pick Jomar.
Yeah?
Just because,
Well, Jomar's...
well, I mean, here's the thing. I think Jomar is big.
Yeah, so he's
So,
got
you
that
know-
associated dominance
Yeah.
in the animal kingdom.
And then there's also, you know, I think he's pretty crafty with his hands.
yeah.
At least I think so. So then he could be pretty useful. And then, you know, if he just so happens to die, and I'm hungry, well, it's there. It's there.
A lot of protein.
It's
No.
like if I don't have a choice, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Jomar, I'm gonna eat you.
I'm not saying I'm gonna kill him or in his sleep or anything
Yeah,
like
but
that.
I mean, if it just so happens,
You know.
I'm sorry.
It's like energy for like a
It
month.
could be.
And that comes to show how my asthma greatly affects how I am chosen.
Yep, you would not be chosen.
I will die.
Yeah, if there were ever like a new, what's it called? When they try to like, oh man, what do the Nazis try to do? When they try to like, a genocide. If there's ever a new genocide,
Oh,
Okay.
you would be the first to go, Marijo.
that's
you
not
could-
good to know.
Yeah, because you would be useless. You couldn't do any physical work.
To all the asthmatics out
Yeah,
there,
if there's ever a new genocide,
exercise to enhance your lungs.
just in case there's a new genocide.
Yes,
Just you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
I will.
So yeah, work on your
definitely
lungs, Mary
Go
Jo.
to the gym,
Yeah, because just in case,
as
you
I
know.
promote everyone else to do to live a healthy lifestyle.
Yes, yes.
So you can eventually survive in the wild, as we are talking about now.
Exactly.
I actually feel like Marijo would be like one of the better choices. I feel like
Yeah?
you're more athletic than I am. Just
Oh
be
no.
completely honest.
Well, yeah,
I mean, you would run for
you
your
do
life,
have
though.
the asthma like disadvantage, but I think you're more
but
conditioned
overall,
than I am.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I think
Uh.
Mary Jo's more conditioned than all of us, to be honest.
Oh,
Cause,
Turn the tape.
cause do you run, or do you work out and stuff?
yeah.
Yeah,
See, none of
and
us
I
do.
don't. So it's like
It's working
there
out.
you go.
None of us do.
I think you'd last longer than us.
Oh wow, thank you so much for that.
But I'm still taking Jomar.
Okay. Yay.
And I'm still
Okay.
taking
They're
it.
giving me good vibes, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, you know.
There is hope for all you other people out there.
It's like if the four of us were dropped off in the wilderness and we separated, I think you're gonna survive.
I know. What's gonna happen is we're gonna get dropped off together. I'm gonna be like, yo, Aaron, let's go. Aaron's gonna ditch me. Go with Jomar. I'm gonna be alone. You're gonna be alone from the beginning and the only one to survive.
Yeah.
We're all gonna die trying to scheme against you. and
Except
then-
for the asthmatics.
Yeah, exactly. That's
got
what's gonna
this.
happen.
It's gonna be like those Saw movies. You know,
Oh.
if they stayed together,
Right.
they could have survived.
Right.
Oh,
then,
that is so
you know,
true.
right,
That is
They
so
plotted
true.
against each other.
Right.
That's so true.
And that's why we carve pumpkins on Halloween.
Yeah.
So.
When was the last time you guys have carved pumpkins?
Like last year.
You guys carved? Yo,
Wild,
so you guys,
yeah.
2-3 years. 2 years probably.
A while back.
I haven't carved pumpkins since
Get
I
out
was
of
little.
here. Get out.
Since I was little,
For real.
Well, yeah, I haven't done it
honestly.
recently.
I did last year.
Why not?
Go for it.
Wow.
Yeah, TFTI.
Huh.
Well, the thing with me is I haven't celebrated Halloween in 4 years
Why
because I was in
Why?
San Francisco.
Oh.
you know.
Why
And I was like,
But you were
oh,
here this
I was
year.
by myself. Well, yeah, I was here this year, but I was working.
Oh.
You know, so
Okay.
yeah.
So Halloween's not really a holiday anymore.
Not really.
Not
isn't it?
for me.
Not for a lot of people.
Not for a lot of people.
I feel like there's just that time in your life where it's just not a holiday anymore.
Yeah,
You know?
but I mean, it's
It
a
comes
fun
different.
time.
Yeah.
Like, if you allow it to be.
Yeah, most definitely. But then that's the truth about anything. Like this duck could be a really fun duck if I allowed it to be a fun duck. But otherwise, it's just a boring wooden one with no articulation or awesome
Just a
laser
duck.
eyes. Yeah, it's just a wooden duck.
That's it.
Yeah. 'Cause now, let me ask you guys this: how hard do you think it is to survive today?
Today,
Yeah. Like
Like-
if I were to drop you off in a modern city, no clothes, no money, no nothing.
I think I'd be fine.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what is survival really? What does survival become? It doesn't apply to human beings anymore. I feel like survival. Well, I don't know. It does apply in certain cases.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to disease,
Yeah.
sickness, stuff like that, then yeah, survival does apply. But as far as survival of the fittest, I guess is what I'm trying to go against.
Survival of the fittest.
I feel like survival of the fittest doesn't exist anymore as far as the human race. It's become survival of the what's the word?
Well,
The
it
social
can.
statuses.
Yeah, it could relate to that.
Almost-
Survival of
almost-
dudes like that.
I wanted to say like survival of like the most financially wise. I know there's another word for that. Like people that know how to handle money, they're gonna survive the best. Cause
It's like the money savvy.
yeah, exactly. Cause I'm sure you guys have heard the saying like if you give a homeless guy $100, he's still gonna be homeless. You know,
Yeah.
he's not gonna take that $100 and flip it and turn his life around.
Yeah.
He's gonna take that $100, fall into the same bad habits he fell into.
Exactly.
He's not gonna die. He's still gonna be alive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just because now it sounds like I'm saying homeless people are like subpar of other humans. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. I should just stop talking. I'm sounding.
You're trying to say like you
All
know
kinds of bad.
If you give someone $100, it's like
They're still
they
gonna
earn
be done.
$100. But if you teach a man how to earn $100,
Yeah.
it's so much more beneficial.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like if you give a man a fish, you'll feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, he'll endanger an entire species.
I heard that differently. Teach a man to fish, he
Endangers an entire species.
okay.
He endangers the entire
kinda makes
species.
sense.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I know I heard it differently.
Yeah, I know you heard it differently.
Okay,
there's
but I
two
do
different ones.
I do understand what you're saying.
There's a lot.
two different
you know?
ones. The other one is you'll feed him for a lifetime.
There you go.
But what I was getting onto is that people overdo things, you know? Like yeah, you could fish and fish just enough to feed yourself, but then people will be out there like, hey, I can fish more efficiently. I can catch more fish than other people. I can sell this fish to people. I can use that money to fish even more efficiently and get even more fit. You know what I'm saying?
It got crazy
Right.
real
Yeah.
quick.
Right? Real freaking quick.
Real freaking quick.
Real quick.
To the realist.
To the realist. No, but really.
First things first.
What else about survival can we say? I mean, stay alive, stay alive.
This isn't copyright. Don't sue us.
No,
Don't sue
it's a
us.
cover. It's a cover.
It's a cover.
That
It's a
was-
parody.
Yeah, legally.
Legally.
Legally. Don't feed fish sticks to a seagull.
What?
Yeah, because apparently if you feed fish sticks to seagulls, they'll die. They won't survive.
For real?
I don't know.
I thought they
I'm making
scoop
stuff up.
fish from the water.
I'm making. Yeah, they do. They do.
Don't feed a fish.
They eat them whole, don't they? They just.
Oh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's on Nemo.
What if people ate like that? Like you just went into a restaurant, like everyone's just like,
That'd be crazy.
you just see like the clunk of food like going down the throat slowly. Oh man,
Like,
what is life, guys?
You want to get into this right now?
Yeah, let's get
No,
into
let's
it.
not get into
Let's
it.
get into it. What is life? Life
That's a tough question, actually.
is the
When you
opposite of
think about
death.
it.
Yes.
Life is living. I feel like a lot of people are like, you need to get out there and live. You need to live your life. Well, we're all living our lives. It's true.
That made sense.
We're all living. Surviving is living.
Yup.
Uh-huh.
I learned that from Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft
That's
Auto
true.
5 taught me a lot of valuable lessons, actually. It's a good game if you have a profound mind.
Oh,
And I'm really full of myself, so I think I have a profound mind.
This conversation went where I did not think it was gonna go.
Yeah, but surviving is living, and everything else is fairy tales, spun up by people too afraid to look life in the eye. And I think that's really true. When they say, oh, you know, if you want to live, you need to have money. You know, you want to live, you got to do all these cool things, fast cars. You
That's
know,
not true.
you know, you gotta have adventures. That's not living. Surviving is living. If you
Yeah.
wake up in the morning, you are
You're
living.
surviving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're living. You're living. These
Oh,
are
you
the good
guys.
old
Living the
days.
life.
As boring as these days may seem, you will look back one day and be like, damn,
Yeah.
I was living it up.
To go back to what you said though, I think it's important to note that people live their lives differently.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can't judge a person based on how they live their life.
Right, right. And you shouldn't judge a person by how they live their life because we're all living different stories. We're all going through different things, and we all handle things different ways.
Yeah.
But we're all gonna survive at the end of the day, as different as we are. I feel what was supposed to happen with Darwinism and survival of the fittest was that all the different people would eventually die out, and then there would be a perfect society of one type of personality. But because of what has come,
Like a crab.
we are all turning into crabs, making air quotes with our fingers.
Where did this go?
I don't know. I don't know where this is going or where it has went or why we're doing it, but we love you, and hopefully you love us. Hopefully Rad on RT is still watching.
Hopefully. He hasn't commented in a
Yeah,
while.
he's been.
It's okay, we still love you.
We do.
Yeah, because even though your love for us may dissipate,
Dissipate.
our love will
Dissipate?
always
Participate.
participate
Dissipate.
in my urethra.
Dissipate. Dissipate.
Transparent.
No, dissipate.
I don't know.
Dissipate.
I always thought it was dissipate.
What is it?
Survival.
Maybe you could comment. I don't know.
It's
Something?
this.
Crab.
Dissipate.
Yeah, guys.
Okay. So,
More questions?
yeah,
Okay.
survival.
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 What is survival to you guys?
I don't know. I was gonna put up a really messed up situation and just like put people's goodwill at stake and see who's a really
Whoa.
bad person and see who's not. And I'm not gonna do that. It's okay.
Let me ask you this. Hunger Games. Are you guys familiar with the Hunger Games?
Oh,
Slightly.
Okay,
I
so
watched it.
if you were to be put into the Hunger Games,
Who do I kill first?
no,
out of
do you think
guys?
you'd survive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Most definitely.
people are given weapons,
Yeah.
you think you'd survive?
Most
You'd be like the,
Heck
the
yeah.
sole survivor.
Most
Katniss, dude.
definitely.
I could be Katniss.
What's a catnip?
Catnips?
Catnip.
That's gross. Catnips. Don't Google that, kids. That's not good.
Katniss?
You just got that? Come on, man.
No, I got it, but his laugh.
His laugh makes you laugh. Jomar's
It
laugh.
was just like,
Don't
it
watch
was,
laugh is
it was
contagious.
just wheezing.
Yeah.
It wasn't the
Jomar's
laugh.
laugh is just wheezing.
It's just,
It's like, oh my god.
like I didn't even hear his voice, it was just wheezing. And then,
It's like, oh my god. Yeah, really. It's like, oh my god, you have the most beautiful laugh. The laugh is like, it does sound like someone's dying, dude. No, I'm surviving. I'm
we
surviving.
don't mean to offend anyone. You have to laugh
Yeah.
like that.
If that's how you laugh, we love you.
We do.
Honestly,
We really do.
tell me where you live.
We will.
I will marry you.
Oh.
Whoa.
That escalated far too quickly.
I'm sorry, yeah. I
Okay,
didn't mean that. I
okay,
meant Marijo
okay.
will marry you.
No.
Whoa.
That escalated too quickly.
Oh, man.
She open for anyone.
So does anyone else have anything else to say about survival?
Do you think you would survive the apocalypse?
Yeah, I'd say.
Heck yeah.
You could ask me.
Oh, okay, what kind?
And
Let's establish that.
Okay, so
If it was Chucky, no, if it was a whole bunch of real life dolls
yep.
or zombies.
Yeah.
or
I think
gorillas.
the only apocalypse I wouldn't survive is the birds.
Okay, yeah,
The
that's
birds?
The birds.
true. Have you seen Resident Evil, dude?
Oh, is that when the
Oh,
birds
yeah.
take over?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would not
'Cause
survive.
they
yeah,
can
that'd
fly.
be so hard. That'd
Yeah.
be so hard to
That'd be-
like.
that'd be
imagine
really
to
hard.
kill.
Mm-hmm.
What if? Have you guys seen The Road?
No.
Road?
Yeah.
It sounds
How do
familiar.
you fight a road?
No, it was like
It's
it was
a film?
book, but they made it into a film.
Okay.
But basically, the whole story, like the setting of the whole story, was an apocalyptic world, but not anything like zombie-like. It's just there was a massive breakdown or something, and something hit the earth, and like everything was just always in ashes because of the constant smoke. So there was like absolutely nothing to eat because the water was contaminated.
Yeah.
Everything all over the world was contaminated.
Wow.
Yeah, so the book was basically just following a father and his son, like basically seeing what other people would do, like if they would act irrationally and like kill them for food or like kill other human beings to get by, like steal their clothes and whatnot. So that's like the whole story. So like maybe that apocalyptic world type.
So,
Okay.
if you were in that world, would you take it to that point where you'd put other people's
Lives in
lives at
danger.
stake for your own survival?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking everyone.
No, I would not. Cause like
I think I only would if they were to provoke me.
yeah, that would be it. Yeah.
In which case,
'Cause-
yeah, I'll defend my stuff. I'll defend myself and take
And
your stuff
son,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I think I can go with that. I don't think I would provoke anyone. Like,
You
I
wouldn't be
No,
like
yeah.
you wouldn't be like, oh dude, there's two guys living in that house over there. I'm gonna wait till they fall asleep, knock them out in their sleep, take all their
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
No, yeah, I wouldn't do that either.
Too far.
I think also it would depend on like if it was obvious that there was gonna be, you know, what is that word? There's gonna be a future.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like a rescue almost.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like it just all ends.
Yeah, like if you knew it was gonna be okay,
Mm-hmm.
then there's definitely no reason to be.
Like vicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Towards others.
But hey, Jomar, remember? I think it was you long time ago. We were in my house watching a show on Netflix where it was like a test or experiment where they get a bunch of volunteers and they recreate the
colony.
apocalypse. The colony.
Oh yeah.
The colony.
Now the reason why I thought about that is let me tell you guys this: if we were living in a colony, how easy or how quick would you guys be to accept an outsider that wanted to join your colony?
It'd be tough.
That'd
Yeah.
be hard for
Would there be some kind of process that you'd run them through?
Definitely. I
Yeah.
think you would
Yeah.
have to.
Well, what kind? Like specifically?
Well, it
Let's
depends
break
on-
it down right
Depends
now.
on where you're at.
Godzilla wants to join our colony. What are we
Well,
gonna do to him?
A good example of that, like, do you guys watch The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
So, like, basically, whenever someone wants to try and join his, I guess you could, like, relate this to the colony because they stayed in the jail place. So, whenever someone wanted to join, he would always ask them certain questions and then he'd determine whether or not they could join by how they answer it. Because they're just, like, pretty broad, random questions, so it might not mean anything to, like, the person answering it, but then I guess there's just
It's the way he can
logic.
analyze
yeah,
it.
there's,
Yeah.
there's logic to it. Because it's just like regular questions like, oh, how many walkers have you killed? Have you killed any other human?
Are we talking about The Walking
beings?
Dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay, I've never really watched this show, but
Neither of us.
But how do they all come to the conclusion? Like, how do they all know the names of which zombies? How did they communicate that? Was it like some guy going around on a horse, like, hey, these ones are walkers, these ones are those ones, these ones like.
I think it just understood. Like, you know, just that's a walker. That's a
like throughout the
But wouldn't
series-
wouldn't other people call it something else
Oh
if they
yeah,
never
yeah,
heard
yeah.
the name?
Yeah,
you know?
no. Throughout this, they did because it's specifically towards Rick and his group, like and his son. But
Right.
then when he encounters other people, they always have a different name for them.
Oh, okay, that's
But
what I was
then,
gonna
Yeah,
say.
but then Rick would be like, "Oh no, well we call these people walkers." But then everyone else, like throughout whoever they encountered throughout their travel,
Right.
it would be a different name.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
So it's
okay.
just specifically geared towards Rick and his.
what was the question again?
How many holes can you poke into the show?
Yeah.
7. Don't ask me why.
I forgot what the question was.
Like if everyone called them walkers, like how did they determine that?
No,
Before that.
Oh.
Like how would you accept someone into your
Oh.
group,
Oh,
even if
yeah.
you would?
Oh yeah.
I don't think I ever would, to be honest. I think I'd always
You
be.
just
I
accept them?
know I'd always be alone.
Oh, okay.
I'd always be alone. I probably even with you guys, if it got to the point where we realized that there is no getting better,
Yeah.
that this is the end and we're all gonna die eventually, then I'd honestly ditch you guys.
Well, I think for me, it's like I would be I would say like, nah, I'm cool. You know, like I'm cool by myself. But if
Right.
I feel like you could be useful, then
Okay.
then I'd be like, I test you out.
Yeah.
Basically.
But I would never want to. I would never want, as useful as a person is, I just wouldn't want to risk the conflict. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I'd rather.
Well, then that you just cut it off.
Well,
I think.
but it's not as always as easy to cut things off. You know, like that one episode in the colony, they cut it off. They kicked them out. They came back and ransacked the place.
Well, that's when you kill them.
Yeah, that's when things get real.
Yes.
That's when you have a feast at night of human flesh
Yes.
and organs.
If you're gonna cut somebody off, you better cut off their head.
Yeah, you better use every part of that body.
Intestine.
Ain't
Eyeballs,
nothing
the
going to waste.
delicacy.
Everything.
Make a blanket out of their skin.
Mhm.
You know.
Jackie, you know.
You can even make like a footsie pajamas out of their skin. That would be sweet.
You
Yeah.
make a weave, you know,
Oh,
like a wig.
This guy,
Nothing's
crazy.
Could you imagine that? Like a zombie apocalypse and there's just a guy that makes footsie pajamas out of people's skin. He like sells them to you. Like you come across them.
my
Dressed like a walker.
That'd be the no. I'm saying that'd be the craziest like movie.
Right?
Like just
like plot.
I'd be freaked out by that.
Heck
hell no.
yeah.
I
No.
can see that.
Heck
That's
yeah.
weird.
That would be really freaky visually. I don't know if I want to see it visually.
Like a guy
Just
that lures people
skin-
in
oh,
and he
dude.
kills them to make footsie pajamas. And he wants different footsie pajamas.
Yep. One for
That's
every day
crazy.
of the year.
If anyone ever makes a movie out of this, please credit us.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
More specifically, Joe Moore.
Yeah.
Joe.
Was his idea.
Yeah. Joe Moore. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right, so we are running on 31 minutes. What do you guys think?
I think everyone's pretty good.
Yeah.
Unless you guys have a
Good.
lot more to say about survival.
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 Survival goes
What about like survival and like video games? You guys don't play video games. I hate survival, Jomar.
I love survival, dude. You get 20K.
I know, but it gets so boring
What
for
are-
me
what?
when you're
What
just
are we
like
talking about right now?
you're staying in one spot and they just keep spawning. It's
Okay,
like,
yeah, that
I'd
gets
rather-
annoying, yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather explore
Right,
a
whoa.
large map
Yeah.
where there's spawning of all in like several points,
Yeah, what a
as
speed.
opposed
I don't
to where
play
you
these
can like
video
camp in one
games.
corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's pretty annoying,
What,
but it's pretty fun
what
too.
video games are you guys talking about?
old video games.
Yeah.
Okay, I play Madden.
Yeah,
There's no survival.
there is survival.
There is
in Madden.
survival.
What's
Madden.
survival in Madden?
No, the Blitz version.
Yeah.
What?
You get a touchdown and they get eliminated.
What?
7.
Survival.
7?
Alright.
They
Well-
do have survival actually.
Thanks for joining us this week on the TikiTikiTacos Taco Tuesdays talk show that we have every Tuesdays at
2.
2.
Sorry, this
Alright.
episode was super random.
And super short, but it's still pretty long than a lot of the other stuff that we ever post, which is nothing.
Nothing at all.
But we promise other stuff will be coming on this channel soon.
Well, oh yeah. Before let me just say.
No.
These next couple episodes, I mean, maybe next 3, they're all gonna be pre-recorded because this studio is gonna be renovated.
Renovate.
So the next time, so maybe after those couple episodes, it's gonna be a completely different.
Yeah, it's
studio.
gonna be a whole new Taco Tuesday, so stay tuned! Every Tuesday at 2. I'm Vince, Bean Sans Narcisa.
I'm Aaron Ayo Iwanko.
I'm Joe Mar for Not Just Joe Mar.
And I'm Marijo, Super Wapal.
Alright,
I hate
what
that.
should we talk about now, guys? I mean, we're all out of ideas. We're so many episodes deep that we've run out of things on our mind.
Is the camera done recording? I want to be sitting next to you guys.
I feel like I'm always the first one to get up.
I think you are, dude.
You're the skinniest one in the group.
It's hot in here.
Let's go outside.
Let's go outside.
You fell for my trap.